A while back, I did a video on the reliability of our electric grid in the United States based on a new study. We're going to talk about that because we're already seeing signs of failure, and I'm going to tie that, yes, to LNG exports, which is contributing to that. So the video I did a few months ago was based on this report that came out talking about how our electric grid reliability had elevated risks. Yeah. Particularly in the Midwest, basically from border to border through the Midwest part of the United States, particularly the Mid-Continent Independent System Operator, right, which covers much of the Midwest. It was deemed high risk, a more concerning forecast than elevated risk. MISO is at risk of shortfalls by 2025, which is now, due largely to resource additions failing to keep up with the retirements of plants as demand grows. There's not enough power plants. There's not enough power plants to offset the ones that are closing. We talked about that at great length. Well, yesterday there was a blackout in New Orleans where 100,000 people were affected, right? Rolling blackouts. To stabilize grid? Yeah, they basically had to turn the lights off for 100,000 people to prevent the whole thing from failing due to heat in May when it's not that hot. I mean, it's hot, but it's not like July hot. It's not like August hot. Do you remember when Spain had their huge blackout not too long ago and all the pro-fossil fuel people and anti-renewable people ran out as quickly as they could to blame it on solar energy, solar power? And everyone wanted me to talk about it, and I said, we don't know what caused it yet. I'm not going to talk about it until we know what caused it. Do you know how much solar power Louisiana has? Do you know how much wind they have? Louisiana is like 96.5% fossil fuel power. Can't blame renewables on this. Can't blame renewables on this. Now, it's wild to me to have to consider the fact that a state that could easily produce 10 times more energy than it needs would have to institute blackouts because they don't have any energy. Isn't that nuts? They have 15 refineries. They send electricity to 4 or 5 different states. Basically everybody that surrounds them. A ton of that energy is made with natural gas. And 40% of that is exported out of the country to other countries in the form of LNG. 40% of the natural gas that leaves the state of Louisiana is sent to other countries. The thing that creates the electricity is sent to other countries, and they are having blackouts in Louisiana. And we're only going to see more and more and more and more of this. Yes, people in places like New Orleans will be sitting in the dark because U.S. companies making hundreds of billions of dollars sending their energy resources across the ocean because that's where they make the most money. Thanks.